Yo, what's good? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. You watching EmceeTV The Podcast, coming at you live from EmceeTV Studios in Des Moines, Iowa. As always, with me, my bro.
It's your boy, Big Ray West, BIGG, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast and, they know.
Hell yeah. Man, I got an email today. I was just telling Ray offline before we started. I got an email today that, unfortunately, my upcoming Pauly Shore tour that I was going to go see has been canceled. So I do not get to see the whistle. I fuck with Pauly, though. I like him.
He's a wild boy. Last time he was here, I went.
Yeah.
I just had to get the experience. You know what I'm saying? I know that our politics are different, but who cares about all that when it's all said and done?
Yeah. I think that everybody's just out there for a good time. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to laugh and have fun. So, yeah, I was really looking forward to it. You know what I mean? It wasn't for a little bit longer. Who knows? Maybe it'll piece something back together. But it looks like as for now, they refunded the money, and or they're in the process of it, I guess, and it's been canceled. So,
where was it going to be at?
Funny Bone out in West Des Moines.
So speaking of the Funny Bone, this Saturday I'm going to see Desi Banks at the Funny Bone.
Nice.
So I'm gonna take the wife out there, and we're gonna watch this man act a fool.
That's awesome. My homegirl I work with, Camille, was talking about him the other day. I think they went and saw him last time he was in town, and they said they enjoyed it. So,
yeah, I'm not familiar with his stand-up. I just only know, I'd be seeing his skits and shorts and shit on Instagram and YouTube. So it's gonna be my first time seeing, his stand-up style. I imagine I could probably find some on YouTube if I got too curious, but I'm gonna just wait and be surprised.
Hell yeah, I fuck with it. Speaking of going to see stuff, a week from today is that new Eminem show. Not Eminem show, the Eminem movie. I got tickets to go see it. Me and the homie True gonna go see it down in Kansas City. So I'm gonna go peep that out. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I reached out to a couple of the homies in KC and thought I might chop it up with them down there. Go down and see if I can't link up with Papa Cal and maybe UBI. And I reached out to Snug Brim too, just to say what's up to him. I ain't hear back from Snug yet, but fingers crossed. You know what I mean? I'm hoping.
Shout out to Papa Cal.
Hell yeah. So yeah, it should be cool. You know what I mean? I got the free ticket when I bought the soundtrack, and so I said, you know what? It's an excuse to run to KC and go have some fun. Why would I not? You know what I mean? So I'll run down there and go have some fun and eat some barbecue, catch a movie.
It's not gonna eat no motherfucking barbecue, Steve.
I'm gonna be at Gates. I'm gonna send you a picture of my plate.
You're not going to Gates, Steve. You're gonna get a drive-through taco.
Looks like Wendy's, Steve. Nah, man, I'm gonna be all up in the Gates plate.
There you go.
Started saving $1 a day for the next week.
And he means this, y'all. Y'all thought that was a joke. He meant that.
$2. Maybe I'll splurge for a big plate.
Oh fuck!
Not ordering on the children's menu this time.
Lucky you.
I'm talking shit. I'm taking a cooler with me. I might bring me a plate back. I might bring Ray a plate back. Shit.
Boy, I'll pay for it too. Shit.
Put in this motherfucking cooler with some dry ice.
Boy, I will pay. You understand me? I will pay. I'm going to KC and I think I'm going in December. I'm taking the wife in December. We're gonna hit that Tech 9 show. It's a Saturday. Why the fuck not?
And it's at Harris.
And it's at Harris fucking Casino. We doing it, dog.
Yeah, that'd be dope. If I don't end up jumping on this exhibit, I was trying to look and see what the day's exhibit was. And now that I lost out on Pauly Shore, I might free up a little bit. You know what I mean? I might be able to make that move. The only benefit to doing Pauly Shore was it didn't fuck with my schedule because usually off on Thursdays, and that landed on a Thursday, so it didn't disrupt any of my income. But
that's real.
But yeah, we'll see. I ain't gonna say no. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna say I got to look at the finances as we get a little closer. But
that's just gonna be dope, and it's gonna be my first time seeing Tech in Kansas City after all these years.
oh damn, okay.
So I never even seen him perform at home. So
I got to see him. I was lucky enough. I got to see him at the Sprint Center back in the day when he was on the KOD tour. After he performed here, I got to go down there and see Slaughterhouse and all of them perform at the Sprint Center. And then I have also seen him perform. I gotta type it in. Uh, it's the venue that Mammoth Entertainment owns, and I can't think of the name of it.
Grinders.
No, but I have been there. That's a dope venue. That's where I did the interview with Mac Miller at. Does Mammoth own that one now too?
Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, they might.
Throwing out shit. Well, I was throwing out names.
Oh, it says they don't own any specific venues. I could have swore they owned it, but maybe they just do a lot of shows out of it. It was either way. It was a dope venue. It was kind of a smaller one, but it was fresh. It was very fresh. So,
okay, every time we talk KC, we got to talk barbecue. What's
okay.
the best barbecue in KC? You know what I'm saying? To your knowledge, what's the best that you've had?
So I've been privileged to eat a lot of it. Me and Don Bishop used to hit Gates back in the day. You know what I mean? Me and Godimus have been down to Q39 together. Yep. And I have had Jack Stacks with Tech and Travis. And so I've been, and then you and I went to Arthur Bryant's. So I've really tried a good chunk of them. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's plenty more, but, the kind of the big heavy hitters, you know what I mean? I've been fortunate enough to try. I don't know, that Jack Stack is fire. And then a lot of people lean that way. So it kind of messes with your opinion a little bit because everybody talks about it. You know what I mean? But I would say that Arthur Bryant's was mean too. That sandwich was thick. It was.
Yeah, that was a big brisket.
Yeah.
You got that brisket sandwich, boy, about the size of your back, Jack.
You know what I'm saying? And it was cool because it wasn't a big group of people. It was just you and I. Although Q39 was fire too. You know what I mean?
I've been there.
I ended up just getting my shit to go and ate it in the car on the way home just because I was kind of pressed for time. And they were crazy busy. It was lunch. People were in and out, and I had to get back on the road. And I ended up just eating mine on the road, if I remember correctly. But it was a fire sandwich I got from there too, with some maybe mac and cheese or some kind of a side dish. Yeah, man. Shit. I'd have to sit down with a little piece of each one, so, Costco style, a little sample, and then do a test. But I would say that because none of them are bad. They're all right. They're all good. Some of them, you know what I mean? Like, oh, maybe I like this sauce more, or whatever.
A lot of people do shit on Gates though.
I've heard that.
I found a lot of people. It's 50-50. A lot of people do shit on Gates though. A lot of people can't see what it's about, but then you got people that swear by it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the go-to.
Yeah, and that's the first one I was introduced to through the Gates mixplate, through Tech Nine's record. You know what I mean? Like, I knew Kansas City had legendary barbecue, but I couldn't put a name on it until then. You know what I mean? And then I kind of took notice, like, let me see what they talking about. And then you peep out some of them TV shows, Diners, Dives, and Drives, or whatever, or the Bobby Flay Barbecue Challenge, and you see some of these places accented a little bit, and you go, oh yeah, you know what I mean? That looks mean. You know what I mean? You can see the behind the scenes and how they're prepping stuff and whatnot, and making me hungry right now. Shit.
Yeah, my stomach is literally growling, dog. Real talk. Hey. For me, I haven't been to a whole lot of the KC joints. I've been to the main ones. For burnt ends, I feel like I'm obligated to say Q39, because they were the best that I had out of all the other spots I've been to. I've probably been to five to seven different joints, Obviously, I enjoy Gates. Arthur Bryant's, I like their brisket and their sauces. That's just fire. And I like how it's old school, when you go to the original one,
Yep.
I like that. And then
and it's got like a hometown feel, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of intimate. The people, you're talking to people, they're talking to you, you know what I mean? Like at Gates, it's a little more commercialized, like just because they're
Hi, may I help you?
exactly. Yep. You know what I
Like,
mean?
ma'am, I'm all the way outside. I've never been here. I haven't even seen the menu yet. Can you work with a motherfucker, please? You know what I'm saying? Thank you. You know
It
what I'm
is a
saying?
little more like that. I mean, they
Hey, and they'll skip your ass too. Act like you don't know what you want. You'll go right past you. Hi, may I help you? But okay, we gonna play that game. Okay. You know what I'm
yep. You
saying?
better be
You better go
ready.
to Gates and know what the fuck you want.
Better check the menu out ahead of time.
Duh, if they're aligned, they ordering it before your ass even get up to the counter. You at the
100.
door walking in, and they ready to take your order, Jack.
Yep. Without a doubt. Without a
Nah,
doubt.
shout out to Gates though, boy.
For real.
And then the one everybody always says is the best that I've never had, Joe's barbecue, the gas station barbecue.
Oh yeah, Kansas City Joe's.
Kansas City Joe's. Everybody says that's the one. So my next trip to KC, that's my number one spot. That's where we're going.
I don't know that I've been to that one. My homie used to hit that up all the time. Dude I worked with that was from Lawrence, or he was from Wichita, and he used to swear by Kansas City Joe's, and he would say, "Man, that's the one we go to every time I go down there."
Boy, that is the talk of YouTube when it comes to KC barbecue.
You know
Everybody's talk about that motherfucker.
we might have to do a little man versus food EmceeTV something, whatever we're gonna call it. I just pick up a couple different sandwiches and we'll sit down together and put a camera in front of us and we'll cut them bitches up into quarters and pass them around.
Man, it's crazy that you say that because I'm literally been talking to people about starting a food podcast. Of just hitting local spots and just, man, when you go to my YouTube, I have a section called The Eats, and I probably got about 90 videos on there, so I already do this shit a little bit.
You gotta go hit the B&B Deli and get that killer sandwich.
Oh, that video's stupid, ain't it? T-Bear's ass.
Fucking, that's a monster. Shout out to the homie Mackie. He owns that. That's his family's place. So,
but yeah, man, y'all let us know, man. Where's the best barbecue in KC? Because we both gonna be down there sometime soon, and you know it ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump from Des Moines anyway. So where should we be at?
Hey,
and
man,
where should we not be at?
We got a lot of Kansas City gritters that watch this show, so let us know. Let us know.
Yeah. What's happening in hip hop, homie?
So, there's kind of a lot going on, man. I'm just gonna start at the top. So we talked to Eminem. That makes an easy transition right to the homie Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? One of the people I took a lot of inspiration from coming up. And this is an exciting one. This one comes in from Variety Magazine. Let me pull the image up here so everybody can see what we're talking about. Oh, I didn't bring it in. Hang on 2 seconds. Slacking here. So this one comes in from Variety Magazine, and it's a pretty exciting article because it says that Dr. Dre's mixing console was just recently sold, and it pulled in one of the highest price tags for an auction of this sort. In the help me out here, Ray. In this
Dr. Dre's SSL 4000 G Plus mixing console used on landmark albums by Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, Gwen Stefani, Mary J. Blige, and many others. That's a superstar cast. You know what I'm saying? But the mixing console that was used to make hits for those type of people was auctioned off for $165,000, which is setting a new record for the sale of a hip hop instrument or studio item.
That's massive, bro. And according to so the image is courtesy of The Realist, which is pretty dope. But the runner up, I guess, the one that this replaced, was RZA, and so that's exciting for me too, just because it was another hip hop icon, and it was his. Was it an MPC? It was his.
I think it's Emu SP 1200.
Yeah, his sampler, and he autographed it, and that one auctioned off. That image courtesy of Southbees. That's another auction house. Man, those are huge pieces of hip hop history. So that was
the drum machine used to make their debut, Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers,
Yeah, that's exciting. I mean, that's
1993.
iconic, bro. That's iconic. Would you and I know the answer to this because we chopped it up a little bit before, but would you make the trip? Say it's at the LA History Museum, blah blah blah, whatever the name is.
So artifacts and shit like that don't really move me. I would go if I was. It had to be a trip lined up. Like I'd have to be going to LA to be doing something else. I can't just go there strictly to go to this museum to see drum machines and glass. You know, like I love rap, but I guess I mean comic. I guess I don't love it that much. You know, seeing instruments or drum machines and shit that famous people once used, that doesn't really move me. I don't know, but
Okay, so
I'd be
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I'd be cool going to the museum if I was in LA doing other shit and this was just a part of the lineup. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're gonna do XYZ and then we're gonna stop at the museum. I'll show you Dr. Dre's and RZA's shit, and then we're gonna go, keep the day moving.
Right.
That, but I'm not going just to go to the museum though.
I feel you. Yeah, I mean, if we already going out there to mess with the shoe gang and do a little of this, a little of that, link up with the homie Houston.
Yeah, we got reasons.
Yeah. This would be a stop along our afternoon before we go get some lunch. So I just threw it in and trying to figure out where this is going to be shown at. Google says Dr. Dre's iconic SSL 4000 G Plus mixing console will be on display at the upcoming Hip Hop Museum in the Bronx, New York, scheduled to open in fall 2026. The console was recently acquired by cultural collector Ryan Zur at an auction and is currently temporarily housed at the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles. The Hip Hop Museum will offer the public a chance to see this piece of hip hop history. That's exciting. I would make the trip. I would not. I would piggyback just like I do with anything else. Anybody that's been on a trip with me, I would piggyback several things on top of it. I ain't driving 1,600 miles to go to LA just to do one thing. You know what I mean? We're gonna hit up some iconic spots, and we're gonna get out there and have some fun and maybe eat a gummy bear or something and walk Venice Beach. But I'm definitely peeping out the. I'm definitely peeping out the Dr. Dre mixer while I'm around because that would be on my bucket list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'd have to do it.
I dig it. I think I'd appreciate like being in an iconic recording studio more than looking at shit encased in glass.
Okay, I feel you.
We could go to a studio and be like, fool, this is where they recorded California Love at, motherfucker.
I can feel it. It's in the walls.
Like, what?
Amen.
Next up in hip hop, man, this comes in via hotnewhiphop.com. It's about Chance the Rapper finally reveals a release date for his new album. Photo credit is David Banks by USA Today. Chance the Rapper has released a lot of killer singles in recent years, and he's finally ready for a full-length return. Chance the Rapper hasn't dropped an album since his heavily panned The Big Day record in 2019, and a few fans gave up on a comeback a while ago. But despite some skepticism and strife, he committed to putting his best foot forward on a lot of quality singles in recent years. Now we're almost ready to hear the end result. The Chicago MC recently announced the release date for his new album, Starline, via his website. He released pre-orders for CD versions of the LP as well as hoodies, T-shirts, and a poster and box set with a CD bundle. News quickly spread on social media, and fans rejoiced as they finally got a release date of Friday, August 15th. Most recently, Chance the Rapper's Tree was the latest single in the Starline era, alongside Lil Wayne and Smino. It ended up being one of his most bouncy and sugary tracks as of late, calling back to cuts like No Problem while still dealing with serious subject matter. With that in mind, we'll see what the new album sounds like in a couple weeks. In all likelihood, Chance will show off his versatility as we've come to expect. Steve, are you checking for Chance the Rapper now or ever?
So I am not I'm not tapped in super heavy on Chance the Rapper. I've seen his performance on SNL and some of the other stuff that he's done. He's super talented, and I mess with him. I like that he's lyrical and whatnot. I think I tapped in on Juice and Paranoia. Those I believe I messed with both of those. Um, but I'm not super in the trenches with Chance the Rapper like that. You know what I mean? How about you?
I'm not familiar.
Okay.
I'm not familiar, and I hate to say that, especially about Midwest artists. You know what I'm saying? But I just haven't gotten there. I just haven't gotten there yet. Not to know. I haven't even heard. I'm sure I've heard songs of them, but there's nothing like you couldn't play. Honestly, you probably couldn't play his biggest song, and I'd be like, "That's Chance the Rapper," without you telling me. So I'm that bad with it.
I think his biggest single is "No Problem" featuring Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz, and then "Cocoa Butter" featuring Vic Mensa and Twista and Angels. That's what I
I'd
just
have to
pulled up.
hear that shit. I like just hearing the name. I got nothing.
Yeah. Uh, I feel like I might have heard the Angels joint, and maybe Cocoa Butter, just because I'm kind of tapped in on Twista a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Yeah,
that one sounds familiar, but
that
uh,
one does kind of, but I gotta hear it. Like I gotta hear it.
yeah, I might be just convincing myself of that. You know what I mean? It might not be.
Man, I'm gonna listen to Chance the Rapper.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
spin
listen to
him.
Chance the Rapper tomorrow.
I was out there. CP up in here. He said, "My dude, stay working." LOL. I love it. I love it.
Hey man, shout out CP. You know what I'm saying? I call him the Golden Voice. You know what I'm saying? Legendary Golden Voice from Des Moines, Iowa. You know what I'm saying? Fucking tracks up to this very day.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I was just talking to RJ about it, the joint y'all did the other night. We was thinking about maybe having RJ on an upcoming podcast. And I definitely think we need to get CP on here too. We'll just send him a link, have him call in. You know what I
That'd be
mean?
hard.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was
Hell yeah.
watching Sway in the morning, and I saw that they do this fly up in here is driving me insane right now, bro. That motherfucker keeps dive bombing me right when I get in my swing of things, and then he just throws me off my note a little bit. I saw Sway
Get
in
the
the
toaster and kill it.
I tried hitting it with a hat before we fired up the podcast. uh, I like how Sway in the morning has a phone number you can call in on, and you can get piped into the show. And I would like to incorporate something like that. I was talking to Cap about it about a month or two ago, and I kind of had forgot about that idea. And then I was watching Sean Price on Sway in the morning on a clip this morning when I was getting ready, and I it kind of refreshed my memory that I wanted to try and do something like that. So I think that's going to be something that we may pursue in the future. Um, as long as logistically it's not too hard, but I think we may have a number we can pass out, and we might be able to bring some callers in and just fuck around like that. You know what I mean? Like
That
caller
should
number
be
one,
hard.
let me hear what you got to say. Oh, gotta go.
Hey, we got CP up in here. Might as well talk about it. T Bear just dropped his brand new album today. You know what I mean? Back Outside. You know what I'm saying? Dropped on GFG Records LLC. 14 all new tracks, approximately 43 minutes in length. CP's on there. The lead single off of it was called Feeling This Vibe by T Bear and CP. Music video out on right now on YouTube. What'd you think of the album so far, Steve?
I'm messing with it, bro. You know what I mean? I heard some good cuts on there for sure. Yeah, I mean I'm definitely fucking with it. I like the vibe of it. I just brought in the graphic real quick for us.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely messing with it. The one I saw Future post this morning with him and I believe KA, you and T Bear on
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah.
Back outside,
Back up.
and
No, that one's just outside.
that one's outside. Okay, okay.
Yep.
And yeah, I was definitely messing with that. I think that's some of the most recent work I've heard of Future, and I was definitely messing with that. I like the way he came in on that. I already kind of anticipate that I'm gonna like what you do, and the homies from the GFG camp. But I hadn't heard anything recently from Future, so shout out to Future for that one because I was impressed with what he did on the track.
Yeah, Future slid on that motherfucker. I told T Bear that today. So and it was crazy that you texted me that, you know what I'm saying? And then I want to say somebody else. I want to, like, I hit T Bear, I was like, hey, That boy Future sounded really good on that song.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? And that beat, that's a Church Pro beat.
Okay, shout out to Church.
That beat's stupid. That beat was whooping my motherfucking 12's ass, dog. That
Hell
song's
yeah.
hard as fuck, dog.
It really is.
Future sounds really good on that type of beat. Shout out Explicit for the mix. You know what I'm saying? That's just clean, you know. It's a dope album, man. T-Bear put his foot in that motherfucker. And I think it surpasses his debut by far, respectfully.
Yeah. The homie CP just jumped in the comments. He said that whole album slaps with a capital SLAPS.
Appreciate it. He worked hard on it. We worked hard on it. And he gets the credit, you know, shit. He put the work in the most. Obviously, it's his shit. So I think it's just beautiful to see him get the benefits, you know, people to recognize it and give him his flowers and that acknowledge his dopeness, you know?
Yeah, I think that this project comes out super polished. It sounds good. It's crispy. The beats are good. The lyrics are great. You know what I mean? To me, it's a well-rounded project.
Yeah, and then you got the big homie Trip, you know what I'm saying? Big Trip came on there, fucked it up one time. You already know what you're going to get when you see his name in the features. So I'm sure there's people that looked at the track list as soon as it dropped and seen, oh, Trip went straight to that track first to see what the album's about. You know what I'm
talking about? Where I'm going to start at.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Guaranteed.
Yeah, nah, that shit's hard. I've been fucking with the video again, bringing in the rest of the new clips that T-Bear and I went out and shot. And we shot some stuff that kind of contrasts some of the more city footage that we shot. And we shot some stuff in a park with a whole bunch of flowers behind us. And so it really illustrates that outside flavor. You know what I mean? And it looks good. It looks good.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the world to see the video too. You know, we shot the music video for Back Outside. That's the intro. That's the #1 song on his new albums, produced by the homie Rob on the Beats. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Rob on the Beats. He's been producing for a very long time. You know, he's underrated in Des Moines. You know, I need to get me a couple Rob on the Beats slaps. So shout out him, man. The intro is a beautiful thing too, and I'm excited to see what EmceeTV did with it.
Hell yeah, man! This was a fun one to go out and film. You know what I mean? And it's been a long time coming, so it'll be nice to see it on the big screen on YouTube once it goes up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to T-Bear.
Hell yeah. All right, so coming up next, we got a little more hip hop for you. We're gonna get into some hip hop beef. Now, we're gonna go off script on this one. So the homie Ice Cube and the homie
Aries Spears.
There we go. Aries Spears got into it, and they traded blows back and back, and Aries Spears kind of doubled down on it. And then I guess 50 Cent didn't like what was going on from what I saw. I think early on in 50's career, Ice Cube kind of co-signed for him, and 50's done several movies and moved behind the camera now and does production and owns his own production studio. One of the largest in the country, down in Louisiana. And so clearly Ice Cube saw something in 50 Cent, and 50 Cent definitely, shout out to Tremaine. He just hit us with some emojis up in there. Much love. So clearly Ice Cube saw something in 50 and he co-signed for him early on. And I think 50 didn't forget that, because once the beef erupted between Aries Spears and Ice Cube, 50 came through and started smashing on him a little bit too, and just kind of said, man, fuck this dude. You know, you can't talk about Cube like that.
There's a lot of people that came to Ice Cube's defense. Corey Holcomb ate Aries Spears' ass up too. Faison Love ate his ass up. Like, oh man.
Big Boy was trying to get out of the interview when they were doing it. He said, "How much longer we got to be here, man? Because I'm about to wrap it up right now."
Yeah, hey.
And the homeboy DJ Head was trying to change the topic on Big Boy in the Morning. You know what I mean? He was trying to steer it over here.
Snakes in that water.
Shout out DJ Head. DJ Head came out in 2009 when I brought Tech 9 to Des Moines, and I got to chop it up with DJ Head, and he was super legit. And we might even have some video footage somewhere, me and him. So Much love to him. It's awesome to see his career and what he did with it. But yeah, you know what I mean. I can't, like, Cube's a legend. You know what I mean. It's kind of and even if you want to, even if you got an opinion, that's fine. You know what I mean. But the man is on the goddamn Mount Rushmore. You know what I mean. You can't just
Yeah,
go shitting on folks on Mount Rushmore and not think they're going to be blowback.
I guess, man. Hey, Cube's in my top 5. Motherfucker know me, they know I fuck with Ice Cube the long way. You know what I'm saying? Hello, yay, all that. You dig? Um, I'm not offended by what Ari Spears did or said. He's a fucking comedian. He's entitled to opinion, like, just because for the most part people hold Cube way up here as musically, you know what I'm saying? And
On
you
an
know,
actor tip, or at least behind the
making
camera.
movie tip.
Yeah, maybe
Making
not.
movies tip. He's not a bad actor, but we're not gonna act like he has tremendous range.
Yeah,
Like, for the most part, he's not wrong. For the most part, he's playing Ice Cube in all of his movies.
yeah. I mean,
And that's not bad.
I would say he's iconic. Not, I didn't mean to step on you because in the middle of your point, but I would say he's iconic as Doughboy in Boys in the Hood. I can't see too many other people. Now that I've seen that film 30 times, I can't see a whole bunch of other people playing that role.
But like Ari Spears said, he's playing a gangster from South Central. That's where he's from. That's who he is.
Right.
He's himself. Be you.
That's valid. I mean, I give you that.
I mean, I don't know. Hey, I enjoy Cube's acting. I'm not trying to say he can't act. I'm not going as far as Ari Spears did. But I will say he's a comedian. He's going to poke the bear a little bit. He's going to make jokes about it. He's entitled to, comedians go off the ledge a little bit. Let's not get all serious and be like, oh, he's canceled because he doesn't like Ice Cube. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, and I think he was swimming against the current a little bit, and he knew it. You know what I mean? He thought, you know what, this will get me into the conversation a little bit here. Maybe, whatever. So
yeah, I mean, he probably could have backed off. Maybe some people. I get people that feel like he wouldn't let it go. He pressed too hard by going into the impressions and saying that specifically talking about it was a good day and how it was a terrible song. When it's probably considered a top 10 hip hop song of all time to most people. I could get people looking at him a little sideways for that. That might be going a little far, but just saying that I don't fuck with Cube's music or I don't appreciate his acting, I don't think that's insane. We shouldn't crucify a man just for saying all that. Some shit just ain't for us.
I would agree. So after the rant with not the rant, after 50 came out in defense of Ice Cube, he continued on this week. Image comes in from Ed Skabinski from USA Today. It's the article from Hot New Hip Hop says 50 Cent drags Benzino's new music through the mud. This is the worst shit I heard this year.
Oh, shit.
Article goes on to say 50 Cent has no mercy online. And when he sits down and wants to clown Benzino in particular, he rarely gives any sort of benefit of the doubt. Via Twitter, he recently took yet another shot at one of his many hip-hop rivals. And this time around, it actually relates to the music. The feud between 50 and Benzino is a hip-hop mainstay at this point, much like 50's many other beefs. 50 has no mercy online, and when he wants to clown Benzino in particular, he rarely gives any sort of benefit of the doubt. That's in there twice. The Source's former editor recently dropped a new trap-flavored freestyle, and the G-Unit mogul was not impressed at all. Yo, this is the worst shit I heard this year. What the fuck is wrong with him at 60 years old, bro? Nah, this ain't it.
Fuck.
He wrote on social media, including a video of the freestyle. It's unclear if 50 maybe thought Zeno had some shots for him in the new song, but either way, he rarely passes up an opportunity to fan the flames. It's just another escalation, and those don't often come with a lot of context. After all, 50 Cent laughs at Benzino's challenges time and time again, whether it's over snitching allegations or boxing bouts, but that hasn't stopped either MC from preserving their long-standing war of words. Ray, what you thinking? Did you hear it?
No.
I ain't checking for Benzino either.
But I will say 50 out of, like, why does it matter that he's 60? So what? You know what I'm saying? You going on to that shit again to where they trying to the ageism. They
He's
trying to
aged
age us
out.
out of rap. Yeah, you trying to age him out of rap. So what if he's 60? Chuck D's 65, 66. He just dropped a brand new fucking album with Flavor Flav. So, you know, we could rap in our 60s, 50s. So ain't nothing wrong with that. But if we just talking about the content that he's talking about for to be 60, okay, I'm with you on that. If that's the route.
Yeah. I ain't heard the freestyle yet. I am not a fan of Benzino. I kind of fall into the shady camp on that one in terms of where that all split, and then after the fact that it was alleged that Benzino was snitching on folks in the hood and getting folks locked up. I didn't like that he was manipulating things in the source based on his own personal
I would
preferences.
never claim to be no Ray Benzino, an 83-year-old fake
Pacino.
Pacino.
Yeah, I can't mess with him. You know what I mean? It doesn't do it for me.
This
But
motherfucker here.
I just I'm out.
That boy Marshall whooped his ass, boy.
Oh, he put him under the grave.
Man, I think Benzino probably had 2-3 singles that were popping, popular. I can't remember if it was Booty or Bouncing or Booty, something. Bumping, I can't remember. Something with a B, I think it is, but he had that shit popping back in the day. But I've never owned a Benzino CD, and I don't think I've ever heard an entire Benzino CD. Not to shit on him, but I'm not hip to it, I'm not.
Yeah, I can't fuck with him. He didn't ever impress me. And the antics he was trying to do in his later years after he was no longer relevant just made it worse. You know what I mean? It was kind of sad to watch him kind of squirm and try and stay relevant.
Yeah,
I think anybody in his position would probably do that, but it added insult to injury.
You see, this is gonna be off script, but you seen Corrupt dropped a brand new fucking single.
Really? I did not. Okay.
Dog, and I think it's produced by Battle Cat.
Okay.
Featuring Jane Hancock.
Okay.
That's Snoop Dogg's singer on Death Row. But this motherfucker is fresh. I was like, Corrupt? Yeah. And it's on Death Row?
Okay.
I was like, dog, Corrupt's on Death Row for the third time in his career. That is crazy.
The cool thing is a lot of motherfuckers was waiting for the water to boil. I think the water's starting to boil over at Death Row. I think people were kind of giving up, like, man, Snoop about that shit, ain't nothing cracking. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not impressed, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, you starting to see the bubbles come to the top all of a sudden. Like, okay, we getting there. You know what I mean? We got a little wind in the sails. Things are starting to happen. They got movies coming. They got new music coming out.
He needs a younger rappers, though. Not to say he doesn't have them. I haven't seen them yet. But he needs younger rappers on the forefront as well.
To attract a younger audience.
You can't just keep doing the Dog Pound and the East Siders and now do a single Corrupt and now do a single Daz. Like, we love it.
Hell yeah.
You know, 32 and up, we love that shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a small market these days that's buying the hip hop music.
Yeah.
You need to get these youngsters in here. You need the hottest young guy from Long Beach right now,
I'm with it. I don't disagree with you at all. You know what I mean? I think that's a lane that everybody's kind of researching right now. That and going country, but hopefully
it's definitely going country, and that's
hopefully
it.
Death Row don't go
Everybody
country.
selling their soul.
Yeah.
They selling their soul to go to sell records.
But I definitely enjoy what they're doing on Death Row right now. And I'm excited for the forefront. On a side note, before we slide into the next topic, man, I've been listening to that Exhibit Kingmaker.
Oh yeah.
I've been heavy playing that, and I don't think there's a bad song on it. Start to finish, every single song on there is very impressive.
It's put together real nice. And I was excited to see Exhibit come back with a full length project. We kind of knew it was happening because he started dropping hella singles out of nowhere. And
I think the shit he did with Dre is insane. You know what I mean? And he got Dre rapping. You know what I mean? Like it's an amazing record. Probably one of my favorite.
Then he got that joint with Ice Cube, you know. Motherfucker got nickel on that motherfucker rapping, dog.
Hell yeah.
B-Real and Redman on that motherfucker together.
This shit slaps, bro.
Shit, Steve's GOAT, Busta Rhymes on that motherfucker.
Busta Rhymes, son. Tell him about Busta Rhymes, bro. That's a perfect segue. Tell him about Busta. I love me some motherfucking Busta Rhymes.
Steve's GOAT, Busta Rhymes. Oh, Busta Rhymes to be honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Revolt TV. So the hip-hop icon will be honored August 1st in the recording category, celebrated by Chris Rock, LL Cool J, and more. Busta Rhymes will receive the 2,818th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Chris Rock, LL Cool J, and Chuck D will speak at the ceremony, with Big Boy hosting the event. The event adds to a year of recognition for Busta, including a BET Lifetime Achievement Award and new music releases. Hats off to Busta. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. He's also featured in that new Naked Gun film coming out with Leslie Nielsen, Liam Neeson.
I'm about to say, I thought Buddy been gone.
Yeah, nah, this one's with Leslie Nielsen. I'm excited for Busta.
Liam Neeson.
I mean? Yep, Liam Neeson. I'm excited for him. You know what I mean? I grew up watching them Naked Gun movies with O.J. Simpson and shit back in the day.
With O.J. Simpson.
You show how old I am, but you know what I mean? I grew up watching them. This new one's got Pam Anderson, Busta Rhymes, Liam Neeson. I'm going to fuck with it. I'm going to see it. You know what I mean?
I think it's that's great for Busta Rhymes. Off camera, we was talking about him, and that just goes to show his longevity in the game. You don't get the Lifetime Achievement Award for not, for anything. Like, you got to put it down for a long time. And to get a Hollywood Walk of Fame, there's less than 3,000 of those.
Yep.
And he's getting one. Like, that's fucking amazing, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's up there with Ray Charles and dudes like that. You know what I mean? Like that, especially in the music industry, because a lot of that is Hollywood movies, not necessarily Hollywood musicians. And so, for him to be able to get a star on the Walk of Fame I'm trying
to recording.
Yeah, in recording, but yeah, it's monumental in my mind. You know what I mean? I'm a big Busta fan. I got some autographs by Busta. Even was gonna try and I caught one of the drops they did a handful of records ago when he was giving out the autograph joints, and so I snagged me one. And then I second go around. Oh, you know what? Nuisance went and got my vinyls autographed for me. I think when he was out in Long Beach. So
nice.
Yeah, bro.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the spot. Give me your top 3 favorite Busta Rhymes songs.
Woo-Ha is probably number 1. You know what I mean? Off his very first album.
I got you all in check.
Yeah, woo-ha, woo-ha, got you. Man, it was just so different. Back when motherfuckers was rocking the shiny puffy jackets and shit. Not even like a North Face. Like, this was just a weird video jacket, but it was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd say Woo-Ha.
That was 1996, bud.
I believe it. I was born 84. What's that make me? 14?
1996. 12. Gosh.
Yeah. Ray, how old were you in 96, bro?
11.
Oh, we're only...
Nah, hell no. Nah, I was 9, doggy.
Okay, there we go. I was going to say, we're more than a year apart.
9, doggy.
Yeah, I was 12. So, yeah. So I would say Wuha. I would say, oh shit, he got some. What's the joint with Janet Jackson?
What's it gonna be?
Yep, that's a slap.
Follow me, don't when they scream my name.
And then I gotta steal the one you said earlier, bro. What?
Break your neck.
Break your neck. Yeah, that motherfucker's hard as
Yeah,
hell, bro.
boy. That beat is insane. And then they do that bridge. This ain't that constant. That shit was hard as fuck.
And so I'll slide in 2 runner-ups.
Yeah.
He got the joint he did for Tech 9 when they did Worldwide Choppers. He spazzed on that one, chopping at a whole nother level. And then
I'm the one of the greatest ever to get it popping, my dude. It's a bit of popping, my dude. I don't know, man. I feel like he mailed that one in, man.
Oh, but I think the chopping was on a whole nother level.
He chopped, but the lyrics, I don't know. Let me stop hating on Busta.
And then Busta Rhymes featuring Eminem on Calm Down. They chopped like a motherfucker on that one, too.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. I like that one.
And so I would say those definitely got to be up in there. But I am just a fan of Busta in general. Like, I don't think the only thing I don't really mess with that Busta did was OT Genesis. And I just, something about him, maybe it was just the timing or whatever, but it didn't really impress me. But everything else, I think, I've been on board with.
For me, I'm going to go Break Your Neck. I'm going to go the classic, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See.
Put your hands where my eyes could see.
That beat. Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
Doom, 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 doom. And his music videos was always crazy as fuck. Come out with this big dumbass Kool-Aid smile and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, on everything.
I love
it. Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. Break Your Neck. Let's go. What's that joint? It's on the Big Bang. The Ghetto with the Rick James sample. I was born coming up in the ghetto with the OGs never let go. Yeah, that's on that. Yes, on that's called The Ghetto. Living the ghetto. Yep. And then an honorable mention. Let's go. It had the world in the chokehold. A-Rab Money.
Yeah, that was huge. I was looking at Pastor Cavassier too.
Yeah, you gotta give the diddler some love on that though.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't like to do that. But
and then I'm gonna touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it. Hey.
Yeah, bro, he's got so many iconic hits, and this ain't even features yet. You know what I mean? Like, he was featured on other people's records that were just smash hits. That Dangerous joint. Dangerous. It's so dangerous. My whole entire unit is dangerous.
We can make you believe nuts. You should have a
healthy fear of us.
Yeah.
That shit was slap, bro.
It's them beats. Boom, boom,
Who produced that one? I'm looking right now.
Man.
It was Elektra Records, Elektra Entertainment Company. It wasn't even records back then. It was on Disaster Strikes. I'm trying to find who produced it. I can't even.
It kind of gives you them. No, it don't.
Rashad Smith and Armando Colon. I don't know who either one of them dudes are.
I'm glad I didn't say who I was gonna say. Shit.
It bangs though, man. Yeah. He's iconic. He's iconic. And I got to see him perform, and he brings that energy when he performs.
Oh yeah, him as Split Star.
Yeah, yep. I've seen him perform twice. I got to see him rock it at Red Rocks with Nas, Damian Marley, and Tech 9 and Slaughterhouse and all of them. And then I also got to see him with 50 Cent on tour up in Minneapolis. I've seen a lot of dope shows in Minneapolis. But Busta's a killer, man. I seen him way back in the day, and then I saw him more recently within the last 2 years. And Busta's just that dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I need to get more in tune. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of complete Busta Rhymes albums. I love his singles. I think he's brilliant at selecting his singles, you know what I'm saying? Because they're usually a hit and a win for me. But it's hard for me to slap a whole entire album for, I don't know what it is. I think he checks the box for being lyrical when he needs to be, checks the box for chopping when he needs to, checks the box for high level energy, checks the box for the most part for a good selection of beats. I really don't know what it is. I just must be the Iowa hate in me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's, I mean, sometimes it just be like that. But I would say, he got a lot going on. And I mean, based on my opinion and your account, I think he's the full package. You know what I mean? If you ain't, drop us a comment below. Let us know who your favorite Busta Rhymes single is.
And to be fair, out of all of his albums, I've probably only listened to 4 in entirety. So
okay.
That's not, I'm undercutting him a lot there too, because I didn't even listen to his whole discography before I shit on it. But I got to be honest.
I just got the Impala fixed the other day. And so it's not leaking transmission fluid anymore. So, might need a sound system in it next. And then we'll just go bend a corner together in the 6'4" and listen to some Busta Rhymes, bro.
Yeah, we sitting there slapping, banging and the shit, and then all of a sudden we gotta get a jump. Like,
I'll bring a jump pack.
Then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I forgot the subs and the in the battery or some shit.
It happens. When you got an old school, it'd be like that,
I know that's right on everything.
Real talk.
No, I'm with it. I'm with the shit, man. I think I gotta get ready to split though, doggy.
I feel you. We had a good episode today, bro. I got to go do a couple things too. I got to get over to that other house and punch the clock. So,
we didn't even mention it.
Field of Dreamers.
Nope. That's good too, though. That's good too, though. Your hat, my hat.
Oh, the Chiefs and the Cowboys. What is this you speak?
So tonight is the first NFL game of the year.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Preseason football is here. The motherfucking Hall of Fame game is tonight. The Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions will be playing tonight.
Okay. I know you get excited about that.
Oh, geeked up. I'm about to go smoke these wings. My wife hooked up some motherfucking spaghetti earlier in the day for your boy, so it'll be game time ready. Shit. It's going down. I'm excited. I got some motherfucking non-alcoholic beers that I'll consume.
Bam.
And it's going down tonight, man. We got football for the rest. Every single week after this week, for the rest of the year, we got football.
That's a good look, bro. That's a win.
That's fucking great.
That's a
win.
It's
that time of year. It's about to be hoodie season. Boy, I'm in it to win it.
I'm trying to get him to turn the temp down now. I'm sweating in this motherfucker.
And then he did mention a Field of Dreamers. A Field of Dreamers is completely mixed. We about to work on some motherfucking strategies on marketing. We're gonna work on some merchandise, stock up on some things. I believe it's coming this year, 1,000%.
Without a doubt. So put it on your Christmas list because you might get a copy.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Until next time, it's your boy, that motherfucker Steve for EmceeTV.
It's your boy, Big Ray West, BIGG, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast. And they know.
Thank you for watching, y'all. We out. Peace.
We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jump. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice One. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like hashes clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us, them goons ain't got you safe enough. Yellow fuck them like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that strip and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.
Big balls don't